There are multiple ways to represent a proportional relationship in math. You can do it through a graph, a table, verbal representation, an equation, or by discussing the proportionality. In this scenario, we're going to be discussing the number of miles that a white-tailed deer can travel in an hour. And so far, the only information we have is just this table right here. And this is really all we need to be able to figure out the rest of the things that we can do to represent this. So whenever we're looking at a proportional relationship, we're always going to do y over x. And in a table, unless notated differently, this side is x and this side is y. So if I have 84 over 3, I can then notate y over x, 84 over 3. And 84 divided by 3 will be 28 over 1 once I simplify that. So I have right there, that's 1, so I know I've got 28. And since this is proportional, I'm going to know that I can just add plus 28 to each side. So that's going to be 56 plus 28, excuse me, is 112. Or I could even say to myself 5 times 28, which would get me 140. And the last one is 168. It doesn't matter if you skip count right here or if you multiply, you'll get the right answer either way. So then we're going to graph. This is the y-axis, this is the x-axis. So my x-axis is looking at hours, the y is looking at miles. So I'm going to just label this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And right here, to simplify, I'm not going to label by ones because this would need to be a huge graph. Instead, I'm just going to skip count by 28. So I'm going to have 28, 56, 84, 112, 140, 168. And then I'm going to graph this out. So I have 1 and 28 over 1 up 28, over 2 up 56, over 3 up 84, etc. And I just keep doing that. And now I'm going to connect my dots and make a line. So that's what that line is going to look like. You will know that it's proportional because it passes through the origin. And then the verbal description I already wrote out. So what I'm saying with this is I'm saying that in 1 hour, a white-tailed deer can travel 28 miles. So in other words, a white-tailed deer travels at a rate of 28 miles per hour. The equation for that will be y equals 28x. Or in other words, y equals kx, with this ratio right here being k. And then down here, how do I know this is proportional? What about these different things show me this is proportional? Well, 1 is my constant of proportionality. My k is the same for each value. It's a straight line. And it passes through the origin.